First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baker going to throw this right away. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
That's good.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone instead of a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Hurry! 180!
Running the toss to Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon.
For the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Black 20!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, no slow start here. A couple of nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Got 180! Shell! Hey, lift!
Back to throw, Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And out of bounds all the way down to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
180! Value 3, value 76. Tell him. 76.
Goff. At the net, he's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Second and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On first and 10, here's Irvin. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hurry! 180!
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a bucket. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Second and 9. Baker going to give it to Irving. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Irving. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield down. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For the Buccaneers field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
We go to the DC, 180.
Gone. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
We go.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Super.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That'll be caught with Sam Brown. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
16 yards.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
DC, 120. 4 down.
Now Goff looking to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 yards. Complete to Sterling Shepard. It's a gain of 3. And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain
14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Mayfield to throw it. It is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
22 yards.
The Lions will use the first of their EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. So possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes on the sideline, able to retain possession.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, 70 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Set. Lady. Double right.
pass run now for Kyron Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a play fake at Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd
That might
and
feel
6.
like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Ready. Zebra, blue 60.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Blue 80.
To the air again, Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now it's Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On for the Rams field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And now on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Mayfield. The throw was set, ruled in by the rookie Ryan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 and a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That will give Irving running right. And will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown,
Emeka Egbuka with an amazing diving catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
14, Rams 3. Chase McLaughlin
following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And
now Stafford is going to change things up.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hey, middle, lady!
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. For left side complete. That's Smith. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Stafford. To the right side and intercepted. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
In motion right goes Adams. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Ready.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To second and 10.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Now Stafford. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
22!
A 5-yard
Now Stafford's going to move him around.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Wait, 7!
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Walker gets it for the first time. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Side.
From the gun, Darnold. Deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Yeah, it's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Side.
Walker on 1st down. Shoots away from one. He's going to bring this down to their 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That's him on a quick hitter. And take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give up the gut to Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Yo, 80. Outside.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. With Walker running right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here goes. Yo, 80. Yo, 80.
Throwing here, Darnold. It's inside the 10. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. On 3rd down, Walker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Go red, 80. Inside.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you've got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfectly for one.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He swings it up to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. Outside, this is a big cut. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
So a pass ball in. And he takes it down to the 33. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning